You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Well, hello everybody. How you doing? Happy Friday. It is 0 dark 30 and we're blasting out of the bunker because we need to. Well, because we have to, because we better, folks. Get out of the mental bunker they've got us hidden in, right? We've got to get out, you and I, and start seeing everything there is to see, right? Too many people. And by being in the bunker, I'm not talking really about you guys as preppers. I'm talking about people who aren't preppers, who are not patriots, who don't see what the hell's going on. They got their mind in well, maybe not a bunker, maybe a prison is a more appropriate term. So let's talk about a topic. It is something I've been avoiding for the time being, but it is the 500-pound pink flying gorilla in the room. And we'll just go with what Tucker said. Tucker Carlson said, right, that he's fearful that Trump will be assassinated and that we're going to get in a hot war with Russia. Well, I think he's right 50%. I know that the bad guys want to start a war with Russia, but I don't think they are going to. Russia is a nuclear superpower. This isn't about tanks and airplanes. It would be about an existential threat to Russia. Whether or not our military could take out all of the Russian military and all the Russian special forces. Because I don't want to hear, well, we got special forces argument. I get it. But nukes trump it all. And speaking of Trump, Tucker is afraid that Trump will be assassinated. And I'm going to say this. I'm surprised they haven't done it already. I'll be surprised if they don't assassinate or try and assassinate him openly, publicly. That is not an invitation to nuclear war with Russia, but it is an invitation to a civil war, I think. Now, if anyone asks or thinks, do they have the guts to do it? Trump is so beloved. Well, JFK was completely and totally adored by the American people. Well, his supporters, right? They didn't just support him a little, they supported him a lot. Unlike Biden, whose supporters are there because, well, they want Biden instead of Trump. So they're willing to support anything his handlers tell him to say. But this question of assassinating Trump, would it be so obvious who did it? Right? Like you and I would immediately go scream, Hillary, Biden, CIA. We'd be all over that shit. What are you going to do about it? Let's just say they did. Let's just say the CIA and FBI and, I don't know, name your police department, some organized crime, got together and, they wanted to wax him. What are you going to do about it? Right? We already know the CIA is crooked as fuck. We already know the FBI is corrupt as hell. We already know that Hillary has a issue with people committing suicide around her. We're already well aware of all the evil going on and who the players are. And we aren't doing jack shit because we can't. What am I going to do? What can I do? Am I going to gather me and a handful of people and go up to Washington, D.C. and make a difference? That fucking chance. That chance. Protesting is now, at least in D.C., officially dead. But yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. So if they want to kill Trump, right, why wouldn't they? Why couldn't they? I'm sure they would do their very best to make it look like it was a lone wacko, the Patsy thing, or it was a random murder, or what. I mean, how many left-wing lunatics are there? Think about this. How many left-wing lunatics out there have Trump derangement syndrome so bad that they would pull the trigger if given a chance? All the CIA or FBI would have to do is run an ad and say, who wants to be the fall guy for taking out Trump? Who wants to be the Lee Harvey Oswald of 2024? And that would be the end of it, right? That, I'm sure they would line up busloads of people willing to take it out. Now, let me ask the same of you. Knowing who Biden is and what he is, how many of you would be willing to trade yourselves to take him out or to take out Obama? And I'm not saying this realistically. This is an academic exercise. Or Hillary, or George Soros, or name your villain, right? Your cartoonish political villain of 2023. Well, the reason I say no is because you're not going to change anything by taking out one Democrat or one rhino Republican. Because they'll just replace them instantly. There are so many corrupt scumbags. They're all replaceable. Every last one of them. They are cookie cutter, sellout, communist POSs. Now, if they take out Trump, think about this. Who can replace him? Can anyone replace Herr Trump? No. Personality-wise, there's no one as charismatic. No, and you don't have to think charismatic in a good way. Charismatic in the way that he attracts attention from everybody, positive and negative. He's an attention magnet. Right? There's nobody that can replace that right now. If there were, they would be running for president. If there were, we would know about it. Right? He's got a series of things, and we'll go through them in a moment. There's a series of things that make him irreplaceable. He's been a media figure for decades. For 40 freaking years, he's been a media figure. He's rich. He's very generous to people who need help. He's actually kind in public to people. And that's attractive. That's hard to, you can't replace that. You get someone like a Pence. No, give me a break, right? Ted Cruz, no, they don't have the charisma, the charm. So Trump has FU money. He's got image. He's got personality. He's strong. When he speaks, he's certain of himself. That's a tough one. It's a tough one to overcome. Yeah, they take out Trump. There's no one to replace him. So the Democrats, there's no real, there's no incentive to take out a Democrat with assassination attempt. There's huge, how do we say this? Benefit, let's call it benefit, to taking out Trump with an assassination attempt. I think that part of Tucker's statement is real. It's valid. Unlike the Russia hot war. That'd be a giant fucking mistake to go after Russia. It would be an awful mistake to roll in and directly attack Russia. To go from an SMU to an all-out fucking war. What do you think, though? Do you think they would dare try and assassinate Trump? Well, they're using a third-rate, cookie-cutter, law school moron prosecutor who needed George Soros money to get elected to try and take out Trump with a political whack and hack job in Fulton County, freaking Georgia. Yeah, that's not going to work. Well, then again, it just might. Anyways, what do you think? If Trump is gone, who can replace him? If Obama were gone, could they replace Obama? Hell yeah, they got a lot of fruitcakes like that. Folks, chance favors the prepared mind. It is Friday. I'll see you at the free for all. Until then, Semper Fi, and wake up. Wake up, America. I'll see you soon.